आज हमारी बड़ी खुशकिस्मती है कि एक लेडी और वो भी न्यू जर्सी से न्यूयॉर्क से आई हैं और उन्होंने 38 इयर्स होटल इंडस्ट्री में नौकरी की है। जनरल मैनेजर रही हैं, ट्रेनर हैं और एक प्रॉपर्टी जिसके रूम थे 538 होटल के, उसकी जनरल मैनेजर रही। आज एडमिंटन आई हुई हैं, ट्रेन करती हैं। विंदम ग्रुप होटल जो हैं उनकी 15 ब्रांड्स हैं पूरे वर्ल्ड में और उनकी वो सीनियर ट्रेनिंग मैनेजर हैं और ग्लोबल जो टैलेंट है उसको मैनेज करती हैं। आइए उनसे टिप्स भी लेती हैं जो हमारे भाईचारे में होटल और मोटल इंडस्ट्री से एसोसिएटेड हैं। डेबी, वेलकम टू द शो।
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
It is so pleasure, Debbie, and it is again my pleasure. I'm your student as well. Our very many people, they are into hotel and motel industry, as you know. And what are your quick tips to them?
First of all, it's really helping your staff take ownership of your hotel.
Okay.
When I talk about ownership, I mean having everybody at the hotel understand that it's not just owned by the general manager, the owner, but it's owned by them too. If you do that for them, the big tip is they will take it back as being their hotel, and you won't have to ask them to do things. They will do things because they want to.
Okay. And now, since you are stationed in New Jersey, USA, and scenario is different in Canada, what difference you find?
The quality of product here is very different. It's a step above, I would say. I would say that customers are looking for more because they spend more here. So the expectation is that they are treated at a higher potential, that when they ask for something, they get it.
And do you feel really climate change also affect market conditions here in Canada and US?
Yes, I think you see climate change happening everywhere in the world. I will tell you, I see right now oil and gas, but we know that oil and gas is reciprocal, so it will go in turn, and then it will come back. The hotel industry right now is at a little bit of a kind of wavy line, we think of it. It has its ups and downs, and that's what we're going through right now.
And do you feel down the line things would improve in Canada?
Absolutely. It's funny, we think about every day, how will our business affect what we are doing and how going forward it's going to affect the country in which we live in. And I will tell you that we see it on a trend. So if you start to watch those trends, you will see going forward that things will change. You also have to save for the days when trends are a struggle.
Occupancy is a great concern for every hotel owner, and that should be somewhere 80% or 100%. Do you have any quick mantra or tips so that our people can get that from you?
Yes, I do. I want you to think outside the box. I want you to constantly be thinking about who are your customers, but not only who are your customers, but who are the customers that I have out there that I haven't even touched. Take a look at your competition and then look at their customers and think about ways that you could grab those customers from them.
And another thing is, Debbie, it is very dynamic industry, hotel industry. It is not static where you see tighten nut and bolts. So every day is a different day, and you have been 38 years into this industry. So what is your take and what is your experience you can share with our viewers?
Well, I would say today hoteliers have an advantage over me. They have the internet. They're able to take a look at the pricing of what's going around them in their area, what other hotels are doing. They're able to actively look at the amount of people that come into their area, and they're able to do quick reactions to that. They're able to get online and make changes within their pricing to make sure they're being most effective in capturing every class of person and individual that is in the area. The other thing is being really important is building a base. And that's building a base of business. And then once you start to build that base that stays with you, then you can start to decide what customer, and you're able to make more revenue from the different types of customers you take.
And Debbie, since you have wealth of knowledge sitting with you, 10 minutes when guests walk in are very crucial to make or break. So what is your tip looking into that 10 minutes?
First of all, I want you to understand that customer has endured a lot before they came to you. And by the way, they worked very hard for the money they're pulling out of their pocket to come and stay with you. We all, every day, if you ask any of us, we work very hard for our money. Most of us work more than one job. And so when a customer comes to your hotel, they have a very high expectation because their money that they're taking out of their pocket is the money they're spending with you. They have high expectations. And what ends up happening is we start, the minute they walk in that door, we have to appreciate that customer and what they've done to get there. Sometimes we don't do that. We don't understand that customer. You are the last stop on the bus. If that customer has endured anything throughout the day, negative or positive, the minute they walk in your door, it's in your lap, and you need to take care of it.
And you would agree with me, Debbie, Canada practices multiculturalism. We have all kinds of people working or coming as a guest, anything looking into that multiculturalism.
I think it is phenomenal. I will say that Canada is more accepting than any country I've ever been to. And I've been through quite a few, not India, but I have been to quite a few. And I will tell you, they're very accepting to everybody that walks in their door. I think that we need to educate our front desk a lot to understand the different cultures and the expectation that the customer has.
You're teaching so many selling skills as well. And what is the message looking into your selling skills?
That's about building a relationship. We know that people buy off of people they know, like, and respect. So at the end of the day, it's about building that friendship or that understanding of what that person's needs are and then selling to that person's needs. That's most important.
And last time when you were teaching us, I picked an idea that if some guest is checking in, front desk girl or boy should ring in 5 minutes and say, how is the room? And I picked that up, and it is working well with me. Any other quick tips from your side?
So that one I talk a lot about, and I will tell you why. When an individual comes into your hotel, it is extremely important that you call them within that 15 minutes, and you say to them, can I do anything for you? By the way, my name is Debbie. I'm at the front desk. You don't want to say something to the effect as, how is everything in your room? Because then that'll lead a customer down a road that you don't want them to go. What you're doing is you're opening the dialogue and the communication between you and the customer. So if the customer should have some kind of problem along the way, they'll feel comfortable enough to come to you. It's also important to understand that it is our responsibility at every opportunity to talk to our customers and ask them, how are you today? Knowing and understanding communication between two people will allow them to be able to express any concerns they have about their stay before they walk out the door.
And when a person is checking out, any specific tip for that as well, to make a long-lasting impression of a guest?
Yes, I think it's extremely important to ask them at that point, is there anything we could have done better to make your stay? And be very sincere about that. Just don't make it a statement that just is said commonly, but really be sincere. Because remember, your hotels are homes for people while they are away from home. And that's the way it should feel.
Yeah, I do agree with your statement. And since our viewers are scattered all over Canada, what is your message to people who are working for hotel and motel industry?
I will say that the message is to make sure that you are taking care of your customer, that you at every opportunity are communicating with them, and that you are trying to figure out what their needs are, and you take care of their needs. Next, most importantly, is appreciate that customer and understand that that customer is your livelihood. And that customer, at any point in time, if they don't come to you, you should be going to them. It is extremely important to understand that those customers are allowing us to pay our bills, send us our children to college, and support our families and our communities. And understand you are part of your community, and it is extremely important that you know that those customers are vital to the success of your hotel.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.